have come some other good brothers, especially those in the mastermind, to show up to have these very important discussions. Just because we like to hold our women accountable, fellas, that does not mean that we are not without our own cracks in the armor that need to be talked about, need to be discussed. And one of the things that we talk about a lot is leadership and how we execute that and what that looks like. So we are an equal opportunity over there. We hold our ladies accountable. We hold our guys accountable. We just did a stream last week now? I don't know. Well, my most favorite stream, because we interviewed 3 different generations of Black women, their experiences. It was supposed to be an hour and a half long stream, and it turned out to be almost 4 hours of content.
My goodness. Well, there is absolutely a lot to talk about. Here we talk about the snacks, so you all can absolutely hold me accountable to that. I'm going to go ahead and get started and give you all some hacks on what I do, ways that you can easily prepare a loving meal that your man can enjoy on the go. So I'm going to start with my uniform. I'll get my uniform on. TJ, what did you have for lunch today?
I'm still trying to figure that out.
All right, so maybe I'll give you some inspiration here. No problem at all.
Well, it's coming into dinner time. Because I get up in the morning, because I work overnight. So I get up in the morning, or actually I get home in the morning. Eat a really small, light breakfast. It's usually like oatmeal with some raisins, a little juice, and then I go to bed. And then I wake up, and when I wake up, it's time to go see the personal trainer.
Absolutely.
Oh, so that's a protein shake, and then that's me fighting with my personal trainer for an hour and a half, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be there.
I understand.
But I go.
The struggle for me too. I understand. Believe me, we've got some work to do. All right, so let me bring up my counter view here so you all can see. And I'm going to, this should be enough space for you here. I'm going to start with just a few hacks, a few things that I've collected along my way of cooking. I like to say I've been cooking since 1842, but I cook for myself. I cook for the family. And let me show you all a few things that I have here. First, meal prep containers. Now, I know a lot of us say, oh, I don't want to meal prep, but you can save a lot of time. And you can reuse leftovers from the night before. That's one hack. So let me show you all a couple options. All right. So you can buy these in bulk. They have round ones, as you can see here, for big meals. Let's say you're doing a spaghetti or anything that's like a one-pot wonder. You have this size. You also have rectangular, obviously. I'm going to use a version of this today, depending on the lunchbox that you have. And yes, you definitely want to get a lunchbox for your guy. You have this size. And then if you have a man who doesn't like his food to touch, you can also get the ones that have different dividers. You can easily pick up a pack of these at any grocery store. So one of the things that I do whenever I cook, because I do cook every day, what I do is I make enough for the meal that I'm serving. And I also make enough to pack for the next day. So if I'm making spaghetti, while I'm serving the plate, I'm actually putting some in the to-go container for the next day. Another hack where you can save money, if you do go out to eat, which is fine from time to time, but we all love a home-cooked meal. When you get your to-go, if you don't eat everything at the restaurant, you get some of it to go, just wash the container and reuse it. It makes a great meal prep or actual lunch container. So that's the first hack. Do you have anything like this in the house, TJ?
Well, you know what? I have a confession to make, Maggie.
Okay.
So I think like half of my budget I blow on containers because I never rewash them. I use them and get rid of them. See, that's what happens when you don't have a lady in the house.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So we can save not only calories, but we can save money. Absolutely. And you'll see on this one, it says microwave safe. Mm-hmm. You can reuse these containers. And sometimes I reuse them a little bit too much. Now, of course, once they start to crack and leak, you want to get rid of them. But you can absolutely put these in the dishwasher as well. Either wash them by hand or you can reuse them. So whether you get the ones from the restaurant or buy them, we're going to use something like this today. What I bought, because TJ was so gracious to sponsor this week, show you all. I placed an order from Kroger. You can get these. This is the Rubbermaid, and this is a 5-pack. So it's 5 lids and 5 meal prep containers. So if you want to do the whole week at a time, that's one thing that I've done. If you have a free day on the weekend, you can go ahead and prep down for the whole week and just have these in the fridge so he can grab and go. Or like I'm going to show you all today, you can make them one at a time. So I would definitely start with a good meal prep container. The next thing I would advise for your guys, ladies, get a proper lunchbox. This is one that I picked up from Walmart. I like it for a couple reasons, and I'll show it to you all. But you all have seen our poor brothers at work with a Walmart sack, or
Yes.
just no.
Yes.
I
I have a whole bag of bags that I put my food in. Yeah, the brown grocery store, plastic bag. Yeah, I don't.
Absolutely, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay, ladies and gents.
Yes, my favorite lunch bag.
This is not a lunch bag. Now, in a pinch, of course, it will do. Maybe you can use it as a trash bag after you eat, but let's not send our guys out with something this flimsy. I like using lunch bags, lunch boxes. Yeah, Bria says no to the plastic bags. It's not a good look. The food that you put in here is going to jumble around unless you tie it really tight. It can leak. And when you got a hardworking guy, you don't want him to show up in the office with something like this. So take the time, buy a lunch bag. This is just one of the ones that I have for the boys. You can buy all kinds of different ones. You can see this one right here. It's got a zip pocket in the front. It's got a handle. You can carry it this way, or you can carry it this way if you have like this container in it. So this is great for our guys. Also, on the inside, it's got foil, which means it'll keep the temperature. So if you put something in here that's warm, it'll keep it warm. If you put something in here that's cold, you can add an ice bag to it. Absolutely. Kia says, no, make sure the Hubs has a lunch bag. You can put an ice pack in here, and that will help keep the food cold. I'm going to pack the whole thing for you. I use the pockets in the side here if you have like any sauces or condiments, napkins. I even have something else I'm going to show you all. This lunchbox has a little, what's it called? A little pouch on the side for a beverage. So that's really good. Thank you so much, Craig, for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Take time. Buy your man a bag. Ladies, come on. Hello, Lauren. That's the least we can do. Anybody on TikTok and IG, if you want to see me and TJ, we're over on Facebook and YouTube. And then also the last feature that I love about this lunchbox, just like luggage, it's expandable. So if you're packing something that's one of these deep dish kind of casseroles or whatnot, it can expand. So with the lunch boxes, don't be afraid. If they get a little dirty, you can wipe them up. Or one of the hacks that I do is I throw this in the washing machine once a week. Yes, take everything out. You can wash it. Put it in the washing machine. It's just fabric, and keep it clean. And we're going to pack a lunch. And then what I would do is I would have this already ready to go in the fridge in the morning so that your man just grabs this on his way out the door. Or you can lovingly present it to him and kiss him and say, have a great day. So definitely, definitely, definitely. This is not a lunchbox.
That's a lunchbox, Maggie. I do have to make a single man confession.
Yes,
like
sir.
When I was in my 20s, not only did that double as the lunchbox, but it was also the luggage too, just to roll the clothes up and put them in the truck. Yeah. So I didn't get my first set of luggage until I got married at 28 years old. I was 28 when I got married, and my wife, she was like, "No, we're done with this." And she goes, "You're a grown man. Why are you carrying all your clothes and your food in grocery bags?"
Okay, yes, we are not doing that. So y'all in the chat, let me know what else we can use for these bags.
Chat know what I'm talking about. 10 plus sounds talking about he using the grocery bags too. I understand. Yeah,
Look,
the guys know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. We are not throwing any shade. I'm just here to inform and give some tips if it's helpful. You all share your tips too. I would use this as a trash can liner so we can still be sustainable and help the environment if that's important to you. But yes, definitely not luggage and definitely not a lunchbox. But it's okay. Let us know. Yes, his wife upgraded him. Yes, he went to real luggage. I love it.
Yeah.
So we've talked about meal prep containers for your meals. So we've talked about these. We've talked about the lunchbox. And then one other thing that I like to show you all. All right. Please, 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 whatever you do, when you send your men out of the house with a meal, make it easy for them. You can buy disposable cutlery, but you can also get these reusable cutlery sets. So I wanted to give you all the hacks. It says a cutlery set. This came from Dick's Sporting Goods. You can also get it on Amazon. This is plasticware, but it's not single use. So you can see here, it's a bit more sturdy. I think when you look it up, it's called like a camping cutlery. But basically what's nice about it is you can see that the cutlery has little holes here. So it's got this ring. So this is his knife, fork, and spoon. When you pack his lunch, make sure you put what he needs to eat in here. So if that's extra napkins, we're gonna fold up some napkins and put them in here. We're gonna add the cutlery. Throughout this week, you all are gonna see me make meals that have different sauces and different dips. I had it right here. Let me show you. I bought all kind of stuff this week to make it easy for you all. I know these say Jell-O shot cups, but we're not going to be making Jell-O shots. These are little condiment containers. Now, these are the disposable ones, but you can also buy the ones that are reusable. So when you pack his lunch, it not only has his food, it has the utensils he needs, and anything else, any dipping sauces or salad dressings ready to go. So those are some of the first basics that I would start when you're going to be packing his lunch. How are we doing so far, TJ?
We're doing good.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because I guess I got to go out, when we're done, and get me a lunch box.
Yes. Let's
all. But what I'm going to do with all those bags, though?
Okay, y'all, tell TJ what he can do with these trash bags. If you have any food that you need to throw away that you don't want it to like spread and spill, you can toss it in here and tie it up. I love these as trash can liners. I would be lying if I said in a pinch I haven't put this on top of my head. But we're trying to get better. All right. So, yes, thank you so much. Hello, Mona. And I love that I saw that Craig says Maggie hack. So, yes, that's my job here. I wouldn't be your substitute teacher without teaching you some hacks. All right, so now we have all of our supplies. We're going to make a very simple deli roll-up around a pickle. You all know I am your substitute teacher because I cook with food substitutes, which means I'm sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. All of my recipes, you can make the full flavor. I know TJ doesn't have any particular dietary restrictions, but if you all have any preferences, hello, everyone. Tim Plus says improvised bags. Yes, absolutely. So let me get my cutting board. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you all some simple ingredients. Again, tonight, this doesn't require any cooking whatsoever. So if you're starting very, very basic, you can do this as well. All right, so let me wash my hands and I'll get the ingredients out. So for this recipe, you can think about any of your favorite sandwiches. If you like a turkey sandwich, pastrami, roast beef, anything like that. What I got today is turkey. TJ, what's your favorite deli meat?
My favorite?
Yes.
Does it have to be one?
Oh no, you can have whatever you like. It's your week.
I like turkey. I like pastrami. I like pepperoni. On a struggle budget week, I like fried bologna.
I don't think I've ever made fried bologna. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever made fried bologna. Here for roast
fried bologna.
Yes.
With hamburger buns, little mustard, little burnt around the edges, little cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
The struggle meals. Yes.
Struggle meals, absolutely.
Yeah.
So gathering some.
Oh, I love provolone cheese.
I was going to ask you, what is your favorite cheese? Because
my favorite cheese is mild cheddar, but I do love provolone. I put provolone. I actually use two cheeses on my sandwiches, which is provolone and then the mild cheddar. Sometimes when I want to be a little extra, I'll put some pepper jack on it.
Ooh, okay. Okay. And then as far as condiments, are you mayo and mustard? I'm looking for my mayo and mustard. I might have to go to the other fridge and
All of that.
all of that? Okay, let me go grab it. Yes, and let us know, everyone, what's your favorite. Ooh, Miss Strong says provolone on beef. Craig says red flag Maggie, no fried bologna. I never made it. Sorry.
Red flag, Maggie, no fried bologna.
Red flag on the play. Maggie.
Yeah,
Says,
and Maggie, when you cook the bologna, you know, it buckles up like a little bowl. You put it, gotta poke it with a fork.
I just never made it, but that's okay. Y'all still accept me. I hope so. Here's our turkey. All right, I tossed it.
Yes, Miss Mona D. On a struggle night, that fried bologna sandwich is the best.
Absolutely, and I love these little tips, you all. It doesn't take.
But
yes.
they got like They got like turkey bologna too that you can use for those who don't want like the pork and stuff like that. They actually have that. Celeste is laughing.
Okay. So whatever ingredients you like for your sandwich, and I'm going to show you all, this is going to be a low carb version. So we're going to use the turkey and the cheese to roll around the pickle. If you can have bread, you could use a tortilla, but we won't do this today. But I'll give you all some options. All right, so I'm going to open up. What I have is oven roasted turkey breast. Imagine it is the deli meat of your choice. Craig says, you fancy broke.
Yep.
We got turkey bologna in the house. Absolutely. So for a working man, we definitely want to give him something that will hold him during the day. Protein keeps you fuller longer. I would use this entire pack or almost this entire pack. So this is 9 ounces of protein. So tell us about your work day, TJ, as far as how many hours you work. How long are you gone from the house, from the kitchen?
How long?
Yeah.
I'm gone 12 hours.
12-hour days.
Well, hold on. It's actually 12-hour nights.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
Because what I actually do for earning money, I am a registered critical care respiratory therapist. So I work exclusively in the critical care areas like the intensive care unit, the emergency room. Those are my primary assignments. And yeah, I work at night and oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the hospitals don't, believe it or not, they no longer keep cafeterias and stuff open at night for the night staff. So you have to bring your own food. You have to bring your own meals because they typically they're closing now at 6 and 7 o'clock, which is at the beginning of your shift. At the beginning of your shift, you can't run down and get nothing because you're getting report on your patients. You got to start your rounds. You got to check your orders. You got to do a lot of stuff like that. So, so it's pretty prudent for those who work night shift, depending on what field you are in, that you may have to bring your own meals. And I work about, on average, I work about, every other week I work 60 hours. So I do a 48-hour week and then I do a 60-hour week. And those are, so you're looking at 4, 5, 12-hour shifts a night and stuff like that. So it's pretty heavy. So when I'm eating, and so for me working night shift, I can't have anything heavy because I can't be put into a food coma. I can't do that, you know. And it really, when you're on a health journey, that really messes with you because you need to eat, but yet you don't want to be eating, you know, during odd off hours. So it's really a struggle. I just don't worry about it. I just go an extra day a week with my personal trainer and just deal with it because I ain't going to be hangry at work.
Exactly. And ladies, I hope you all heard what TJ just said. My heart goes out to him. We are so comfortable, those of us that work during the day, that we have access to whatever we want whenever we want it. We have so many hardworking men who may have to work odd hours and things are closed. So then they don't have the options. And then you all know how you get when you're hangry. I know how I get when I'm hangry. And then if you're trying to be healthier, sometimes you get to that point where you don't care. You just want to eat whatever. So again, something simple, something healthy, something that will hold him. That's what we're going to do today. Templa Sound says he's out. He is out to eat. Miss Strong is saying lots of salads with proteins and good carbs. Exactly. The ones that will break down slowly. Yeah, Celeste is asking, and Celeste is asking what we're making today. I'm just going to do some simple sandwich roll-ups. And Craig has a question for you. Have you ever had smoothies?
Of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So let me start with just the turkey and cheese, please. And this is something that you can make down for the week if you wanted to. So we have some turkey here. We have some provolone cheese. It could be cheddar. It could be American, whatever cheese that you like. This just happens to be, since this is, I thought these were round, but we've got this turkey here. And I'm going to make it pretty hefty because we've got some hardworking men here. So at least 4 slices of turkey. And then we will put a slice of provolone on here. And then all I'm going to do, so you all see what we have so far, just a little turkey, a little provolone. It could be roast beef. It could be whatever. I'm going to open up these pickles, and I have these classic pickle spears. If your guy likes pickles, this is an easy way to give it some structure. Let me get a little fork and get that out of here. And all I'm going to do, again, no cooking, is just grab a pickle. And I'm just going to try and roll this up tightly around our turkey and our cheese. So he has something that he can eat, doesn't require a microwave. And we're going to make several of these and pack them up. All right. So you see what we have here, just a little, I can't say pig in a blanket, pickle in a blanket. And to make it easy, I know we've got a little bit of leakage here. I'm going to wrap these in a little sandwich bag to make them easy, because I don't know if you have time to eat your meal all at once, or sometimes people like to grab when they have time. So we'll package these up so it's really simple. We'll make this first one dry, and then we can do a little mayo and mustard if you would like. All right.
Yeah, because of the nature of what I do, Maggie, like most of my meals, literally they're 2 days because I can't eat it all in one night because of how busy I am on the job. So it's literally like you can make me like a Monday meal, and that'll be for Monday and actually Tuesday.
Wow.
Because it's literally because we're always moving it on the go. I might have 5 or 10 minutes between stuff. I can go back into the department, grab a couple things, eat a little bit just to knock the hunger out of it. Then I got to get back out to what I'm doing. So yeah.
Absolutely. Ladies, listen to that. You know, it's very important. I believe, this is my opinion, we should try to customize ourselves as much as we can to our guy, which just means understand his routine, understand the schedule, understand if he has time to eat a whole meal at once, or like TJ says, if he just has to grab something in bite sizes. So all I've done is I've gotten a sandwich bag, and I'm just going to roll this up kind of tight. You want to roll it tight to keep the air out of it. And then we have basically a little protein bite for our guy to go. And I'm going to start putting these in our to-go containers. So I'm using this one that's a little bit divided.
And for just real quick, for the ladies that may have a guy that work in my field, understand that there are a lot of single ladies there, and they actually will bring food for the guys that they want. So if you got a guy working in my field, there are ladies on the job. If you are too busy to do the feeding, they will be more than happy to feed your man. They do it quite often, especially when they, want that guy.
Absolutely. And ladies, look, it doesn't take a lot of effort. No cooking here. So we're going to get at least 3 of these in here. This is one of the little hacks that I do. Just try to keep it hermetically sealed. So if he doesn't have time to eat it all, he can grab one little bite in one hand and doing what he's doing in the other hand. So we're going to keep going with this. And I'll show you all, if you wanted to do a little bit of mayo and mustard, you absolutely can. Or you can leave it dry. The pickle already has some moisture on it, so keep that in mind. Also, if you're packing anything with tomato, I usually keep that separate, because if you're using bread, especially if this were wrapped in a tortilla, it would make it a little bit soggy. We're smart. Uh-oh. What does 10 plus sound say? Ladies, let's make sure we send them out happy, healthy, and whole. So we're doing the low carb version of this. If you wanted to do one with a tortilla, you could get a tortilla and lay that out first. And then on top of your tortilla, again, all I'm doing is 4 pieces of turkey, or it could be pastrami, or it could be roast beef, or it could be ham. It could be whatever he likes. Simple. So let's get that on here. And then what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of mayo, whatever mayo that he likes, or none at all. I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle, and then I'm going to get a knife and kind of spread it so that a little bit is on each bite, because we are going to roll this up, but that way when he eats it, he gets a little bit in each bite. And then we'll do the mustard. Do you prefer yellow mustard, or do you prefer Dijon mustard, or no?
Yellow.
Yellow mustard? You
Yeah.
got it. All right. So let's make sure we don't make a mess. And a little bit goes a long way with condiments. You can put it on here, or you can put it in the sides in the little condiment cups that I showed you. So I'm just going to put a little bitty streak of yellow mustard here. All right. We don't want it oozing out and making a mess. So let's just kind of smear that in. Little mayo, little mustard, really simple. If he likes banana peppers, hello, Femininity Project. If he likes banana peppers or whatever, I'm just using pickle to make it simple and structured. So I'm going to grab another pickle, and I'm using the Vlasic kosher dills. And what I'm going to do so that this doesn't make a mess for him, I'm actually going to just blot it in a paper towel really quick so it's not leaking out too much. And I think we can fit 3 of these little sandwich roll-ups. We're doing the low-carb version, but this could be a tortilla. And then all you want to do is get, oh, we forgot our cheese, please.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have that. Let's give you extra cheese since Maggie forgot it. No charge, all right? So we'll put our cheese in there, and then we're just going to roll it up. Now, what I did is I tried to take the ingredients out right before the stream here, especially with your dairy products like cheese. That way they're a little bit more pliable. So you can see here, really simple. We've got our turkey, we've got our provolone, we got our mayo, mustard, and pickle. And then I'm going to put it in a little sandwich Ziploc bag. And you can easily do this after you've made dinner for the night before. That's one of the things I used to do. So another little Maggie hack, so that it's not too much work. When you're making dinner, be thinking about what you're going to do for the next day, and do both if you can. All right, so right now we have our 2 protein roll-ups ready to go, and we're going to do one more. All right. Uh-oh, someone said feed your man before someone else does. Well, I'm just going to be over here making the snacks. Back to the turkey roll-ups. TJ, I know you talked about when you were doing that late night shift and you had these men that were working with you, and everybody just looked so, sad, and, eating these, like you said, dry bologna sandwiches. What does it mean to a man when a woman sends him out with a thoughtful meal, even if it's simple?
It means more than than I can even articulate. Like how special that is to send somebody. It's, believe it or not, ladies like grand gestures.
Mm-hmm.
Men, we focus on the small things. It's the little things that gets us. We don't care nothing about, of course we wouldn't mind a grand gesture, but that's not what gets to us is the big grand gesture. It's the little things like, packing a lunch, or packing the lunch of something that you thought I would like, or my favorite thing, or just doing it to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even, we prefer you to make it, but even if you, order in something from our favorite place or something like that, that's actually fun to have, taking the time. I was telling Maggie earlier, I said, it's not even about the physical act of doing it. It's what it represents.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What it represents to your man. Real quick, if you don't mind, Maggie, I want to answer in Alan's question.
I missed it. Here we go.
Yeah.
And Alan is saying, do the drug reps, which pharmacy reps, she's our resident pharmacist. Y'all check out her channel. Do they still buy lunch for you all at the hospital? She hasn't worked there in a long time.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Well, most of us don't see drug reps, but what we do see is equipment salesmen, for the different departments. And believe it or not, they don't come on my shift. They come on the day shift, but they will bring a lot of stuff. But the day shift, your stay shift coworkers, they're greedy. So when they bring food or gifts or anything like that, the night shift, we're out of luck. We'll see the crumbs or the package is left over, but that's about it. They'll pack that stuff up and take it home with them. So, the day shift they get all that good stuff. Now, if there's anything left over, Maggie, for the night shift, that's because it was nasty.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Ladies, we don't want to give our men the leftovers. And what TJ said, for anyone who's just hopping in, we're making simple meals for working men. TJ works overnight in the hospital. So even to your point, and Alan, if the distributors or the drug reps or there was a party or there was a pizza or whatever, that's during the day. By the time he shows up to start working, the good stuff is gone. So again, ladies,
even in the cafeteria, they have different stuff during the day in the cafeteria. They actually have very healthy meals, a lot of different options. The evening shift when they come in, it's like, fried filet of fish and processed macaroni and cheese. I mean, it's literally, and the salad bar is still there, but you bet not touch it because you'll be a patient in the emergency room after eating that stuff after been sitting out all day.
Oh my goodness.
But any overnight job is, you got to be mindful if you got a guy that, we always think about jobs, we always think about during the day, but you don't know how many jobs are overnight or 24 hours. And there's a lot of men that work in that 24-hour spill. And I do know, and this is a little bit of a nod to what I do, a lot of ladies don't want to deal with a guy that works overnight because he's not home overnight. But let me tell you something. That's where a lot of the international travel money can be made on that overnight shift.
I think I understand, but I'm a little slow. And since we are the happy, wholesome,
meaning there's higher pay on the overnight shift.
Oh, hey, ladies, you heard it here. So don't shake your head at our second shift and third shift brothers. We love everybody here, and we definitely love and want to take care of our men. So yes, especially when they're working these hours, what are they doing with that extra money that they're making and the extra money that they may be saving? Because TJ, we talked about this as I roll up
sponsoring streams because they're too sleepy to spend it.
Absolutely. So when I planned this with TJ, and we talked about the different food items that he wanted. So we have our third little roll up here, nice and ready to go. I'm going to pack this up. I asked you how much, when you eat out, how much you usually spend. I know ladies love to have that extra money spent on them, but yes, how much does a meal usually cost you when you eat out?
When I eat out? Oh, believe it or not, I can spend between $25 to $30 for one meal.
So if you had, even once or twice a week, if you had a home cooked or home prepared meal, imagine, ladies, I'm not saying we're entitled to anything, but if he has a few extra dollars in his pocket, he may be likely to spend it on something you like. You never know. You never know. All right, so we have three so far. We have 3 turkey roll-ups. So it's just turkey, provolone, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard wrapped around a pickle. That gives them the protein, a little bit of good fiber from the pickle. Make it your way. And I have them individually wrapped in little sandwich bags. So as he comes up for air with time, he can grab one and eat. So I'm going to pack the rest of this, and then we're going to also do some side items and pack up this lunch for him. Who do we have here? Yes, you all need to start doing this. That's why I'm here. And thank you, TJ, for sponsoring the whole week and bringing this to our attention. If anybody else has some ideas for what we can do, let me know. All right, so we've got our turkey. And you see, I'm just doing one day, but you could set this out for the week and absolutely do this for your guy. Believe me, he would love it. And he would rush home to you full and happy.
Yeah, I am. Maggie, your chat is hilarious.
What is that? Look, I missed half of it because Mona says I'm about to make. Okay, well, that's an option. We can make these for us. So yes, you all can make these little roll-ups. I did make a menu plan for someone who asked me once before, and this is the idea that I got. But yes, you all can make these down if you work from home, busy between meetings. What would be a good little use to grab those?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna respond to Jess talk about it. Yeah. Jess, she said sponsor of the week. Awesome. Yeah. So for those who missed it in the opening, we decided, the Real Bravado Network decided to sponsor meals for men on the go for the entire week with Maggie, the substitute teacher. So
Absolutely. So you
yep,
all,
easy meals,
thank you.
easy meals for men on the go, and anybody can come up and sponsor. I'm encouraging you guys, sponsor a meal, sponsor a stream. You know, support the chef, support the cook, and I like the fact that it's healthy alternatives to what we can offer, especially when you're working overnight. If you're working overnight like what I do, even if you just work long shifts, you know, one of the key components of good health is rest. And
Mm,
so you can, even though your guy might be working a lot of hours, if you can provide him a healthy meal, that can help kind of offset a little bit of the fact that he's losing some of the rest, being good, having good meals with him.
absolutely. Yes. Shout out to Real Bravado Network. He came up with this idea. He reached out to me, and he's making all the magic happen. So we are doing it his way, Burger King. Tempo Sound says for years the microwave at work was a disaster. Y'all have seen some of those office microwaves and refrigerators. OMG.
Gross.
Yes, y'all are on your best behavior. I don't know. Sharon wants to know what's on the menu. So today's meal, and I put the whole week, I believe it's in the description. Today we're doing a non-cooking meal. So these are deli roll-ups, but I've got a lot of stuff planned for you all, so you will be able to see more. Miss Strong wants to know, TJ, do you have a microwave at work?
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hello, Money Bass. So yes, if your guy has access to a microwave, we will do some meals this week where they can be a warm lunch. But I definitely wanted to give you all some options. If he doesn't have access to a microwave, maybe you have a guy that works outside on a construction site, anything where he needs to grab and go. All right. Yes, solid meals keep our men sustained. So we have our sandwiches here. These are low carb. If you wanted them with bread, you could wrap a tortilla around them. In the other side of the little container here, I'm going to put some chips. Now you can do regular chips if you want to, but since we're trying to be healthy, I love to show you all your substitutes. These are cauliflower stalks. If you like veggie straws, you're gonna love these. So you can get them at Walmart or any store. They're nice and big and crunchy, and they give you the chip experience. So we're gonna go ahead and put some of these on the side. This is the cheddar flavor. You all can see, just like a veggie straw, really tasty, and a nice little crunch for our lunch. So we have that here. So for the actual meal, we have basically chips and a sandwich. Really simple. Take some of these out so I don't crush them. All right, so we're gonna pack this in our lunchbox. All right, so again, we have our meal prep container. So we have our lunchbox here, not the Walmart bag or the Kroger bag. And if you want to give more portions, you absolutely can. So we have a good start here, but he definitely needs a fruit. Of course, Temple Sound says add some water. We have beverages coming. We got lots of that coming. I am going to give him some fruit because we got to make sure that he's well taken care of. I know TJ likes berries, so we're going to do some strawberries and maybe some blackberries as well.
Oh yeah.
Container, absolutely. So we've got fruit.
Bring up Ron Alexander, Maggie, when you get a chance.
Yes, sir.
Remember to include a name sticker so a coworker doesn't take it.
OMG. Well, I got something better for you. I was actually going to put a little love note in his lunch. But yes, y'all know some of these community fridges in the office, sometimes people get a little greedy. So yes, another tip, if you have that issue, you can pack his lunch with an ice pack, or I'll show you all another hack. All right, so this is my version, but they have a non-pink version. This is called Packet. So this is a lunchbox that goes in the freezer. So it's kind of vertical. You can see here, we could put his lunch. I know he doesn't do pink, but this comes in the freezer, or you store it in the freezer after you clean it. It's rock hard. So when you put your lunch in here and you seal it up, you can keep this keep this at your desk or with you. So there are options for lunch boxes that have an ice pack built in if you don't trust the office fridge. So I understand we don't want anybody taking his food. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Kia does the love notes. Y'all, I do this for the boys. I'm a boy mom. When I would send them to camp, I would put a little note. Have a great day. Love you, mom. It's not hard. There's so much stuff that you can do for free to just send the ones that you love out into the world with love. All right. So I'm going to cut up some fresh fruit and maybe a little bit of dip for our hard-working man.
Are those blackberries?
Yes, sir. I got fresh blackberries for you. I used to pick these when I was a kid, and I've got some strawberries here as well. Uh-oh, Just Talk About It has a question. Would you like to... Oh, boy. Well, we have a question from Just Talk About It that says that you do not have to answer. Real Bravado Network, are you single? There are a lot of ladies in the chat watching.
I'm not married.
All right, back to the fruit. So
I'm a little gangster. If you're not married, you fair game.
Okay, so I have fresh strawberries here and a few fresh blackberries here. Ladies, you can find, where can they find you, Real Bravado? I'm gonna rinse off the produce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yes. So Real Bravado Network has a Facebook. He also has a YouTube channel, clearly. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make a little condiment cup with some fresh fruit for our guy. So I'm gonna take one of these little Jell-O shot cups. Happiness with no carbs is laughing. Inconspicuous.
That is not an inconspicuous response.
Lauren.
Right.
Oh yeah. What else is everybody else talking about? Miss Strong says if you ain't married, you single. So
there you go. Like, yeah, if you want to, I tell people, you want to know if I'm single or not, come on over the house. It'll show you.
Well, I know. So
I got a guy's house. It looks like it ain't. You can tell ain't no woman in sight.
Well, if he's got a guy's house, lady, that means he needs a lady's touch. And clearly, he reached out to me for me to demonstrate virtually some working man meals. Imagine what this would mean if it were in real life. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going to put a little dip. This is optional, but I've got some little marshmallow dip. This is like some of my low calorie. I'm going to put it in the little condiment cup here. So as you eat your fruit, you have a little something to put it in. It could be yogurt. It could be whatever you like.
Maggie, what was that, marshmallow?
Yes, sir. So this is Walden Farms. I'm sorry, I moved too fast. Let me show you. Walden Farms is one of the brands I use for condiments, 0 calories, 0 sugar. They have salad dressings, pancake syrup. You can get it at Walmart or online. But this is like a marshmallow dip for the fruit. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Maggie, it's funny with the hints. I'm trying, y'all. I got the glasses on. Did I get my eye right?
Get your eye right.
Hey, ladies, I'm telling you, you got a hardworking man. He's over here sponsoring the whole week, buying groceries. All he wants is somebody to be nice. I mean, come on, ladies. So I'm putting a little bit of marshmallow dip in here. This could be yogurt, or I wouldn't do whipped cream because that would go flat. You want something with a little bit more structure. So we have that. I'm going to put that in here. All right. So we'll put that on the side. Let's go ahead and get some blackberries. This could be blueberries. Find out what fruit you like. If you don't know, ask him. That's what I did. I asked TJ, I said, what are some of your favorites? And I ordered it. He's buying it. Why can't I give the man what he wants? Come on, ladies, we can do better. Anyway, what are y'all talking about? Uh-oh. What is Jess said? Y'all are going in. What is happening here? Jess said, the next episode could be a dating show. I actually got some advice to do like this outside of this to bring some excitement to my cooking channel by doing like a cook-off for like a date, like whoever can make the best meal wins the date. Y'all know I just do the snacks. Look at, getting ideas. Okay, So carrying on with the strawberries, you can leave the strawberries whole, but just to make it easier, I'm going to cut them in quarter. I'm just going to cut off the tops. Then I'm going to put the flat side down. I'm going to go down, turn it, and down to make a simple quarter. What are y'all talking about? Hello, Linda. My first time seeing here. She says Walden Farm salad dressings are so delicious. You didn't know they had other products. I'll look for that.
Yep.
So let me give you a little hint on that. I think their salad dressings are great. Some of the spreads are a little hit or miss. I have to be honest with you all. Here's the thing. The way they keep their stuff low calorie is they use an apple cider vinegar base. So anything that should have a little bit of tang to it, like a salad dressing, it's fine. Some of the like more chocolatey spreads, it's a little bit iffy, but give it a try. Yes, yes. Welcome, Linda. We're so happy having you here. Mona says, just grown folks talking respectfully.
That's all.
I'm cutting the strawberries. Don't mind me.
Baggy.
I don't know what's happening, but this is so much fun. Y'all love this? Oh my gosh, I love it too. Absolutely. You don't need to get any pots or pans or anything. So we just got our quarters here.
Out for the sponsor.
I'm sorry?
Jess, she said she's just looking out for the sponsor.
Oh, Jess is looking out for that. Absolutely. Yes, we are here to take care of Real Bravado. He is taking care of us. So we want to make sure he is good to go. Hello, Mr. BX. One other tip that I learned about strawberries, y'all, I'm cutting off the tops, but these are actually edible. If you wanted to, you can dry the leaves and make a tea. If you wanted to make a strawberry tea, or if you have tummy issues, you can eat the whole thing and it's good for digestion. But for his little fruit cup, I'm just doing strawberries and blackberries. How are we doing so far, TJ?
Good.
Doing good? Okay, wonderful. What's going on in the chat? You know, I have my head down most of the time. I don't know what they're doing. We got company today, class.
Mm-hmm.
All right, almost done here. Frederick says strawberries. Is that a good? Yeet?
Yeah, Frederick is one of the members of the Real Bravado Network. Thanks, Frederick, for stopping by. He's one of the men that show up every week to have the conversation with me about the stuff we talk about. So good looking out, Frederick.
Absolutely, and welcome. So we got some beautiful, juicy blackberries, and make it apples. Make it well, maybe not apples because they would brown. Maybe some orange slices. Whatever will keep really well for your guys. So I'm just gonna rinse these off. Again, no cooking required, but believe me, when he opens up his lunch at work, he will feel the love that you put into making sure he's not out there looking hangry. Uh-oh, he's allergic. Okay.
Don't worry, I got your strawberry. Don't worry about it. I'll take yours.
Ooh, Miss Strong says mango and pineapple. Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want in your fruit cup, everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got just a little fruit cup here. You can see in this one, this is a little set that I have at the top, snaps onto the bottom so you don't lose it. So you've got this ready to go. He can eat this with lunch, or if he has just a little break between meetings or between patients, he can grab this and he's good to go. Ooh, Jess said add $10 to the Real Bravado Snack Fund. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you, Jess.
Absolutely. All right. So now we have our fruit cup and we have our little marshmallow dip or yogurt. Let's put that in his lunch. So he has everything that he needs. And then we'll get a beverage for 10 plus sound and some napkins and a little note so he enjoys his day. All right. So for anyone just hopping on, we have our turkey roll-ups with provolone cheese and a pickle. So I'm just going to add these in here. Let's see where I put them. All right, and I'm actually going to put this in a little Ziploc bag so it doesn't spill. I like to make sure everything is really neat. I'm just going to tie that up so when he's ready to get into it, no mess. So we have little condiments right there. You could add anything else that you want. I'm going to put a napkin here. So I'm just going to fold a nice little napkin so when he opens it up, it's ready. I'm also going to put his cutlery. So he has his fork, his knife, and his spoon ready to go with a little camping set. Put that in here. All right, so let's close this up for him. All right, so for beverages, and this lunchbox has a nice little pouch on the side for beverages. You could do a bottle of water if you want to. Oh, if you want to be sustainable. I also have a reusable bottle. You can fill that with whatever drink that he likes. It'll go right in here. It's got the little drawstring to keep it tight. Or a nice little low-calorie beverage with a little bit of flavor. Ooh, happiness with no carb. You're making a blackberry, papaya, and mango fruit salad. That sounds so delicious. Yes, you all let your creative juices flow. Absolutely. Oh, here we go. Take that off. Absolutely. It's little things. Just grab what you have in the fridge. Always keep some deli meat on hand, some bread on hand, some cheese, some fruit. You can put an easy lunch together. And then I am going to put a little note because TJ has been so generous. We're going to say, TJ, enjoy your lunch. And then, of course, ladies, put a heart. Love, Maggie. Put that in here for him. Make sure he knows it's for him. Maybe a little label on the top, too.
Right.
And then he's ready to go.
Wow.
Let me close this up. His lunch is ready. He's got fruit. He's got some good carbs. He's got a beverage. He's got a napkin. He's got his silverware. And he's ready to go. Craig says, oh, absolutely, y'all. It's the little things. It's the little things. You don't have to do a lot. So would you enjoy grabbing this on your way out the door?
It makes it easy, especially when you're working hard. When you're working really hard or got a stressful job, it makes it easy. It's one less thing that you have to worry about.
Absolutely. Y'all, listen to the man. One less thing that he has to worry about. They got the weight of the world. Uh-oh. They got all the stuff that they're doing, trying to take care of everything, shielding, slaying dragons. Make the man a sandwich or a sandwich roll up. So here's the recap from today. Not a lunch bag. This is a lunch bag. Make sure you have meal prep containers. Wash and reuse them. Make sure you know what he likes to eat. Find easy versions of it. My hack is when I'm making dinner, I'm making lunch the next day. Get some sandwich bags, condiment containers, plasticware napkins. You could even put like a little wet wipe in there so he can keep his hands clean. Y'all know how to do it. 10+ ounce says, you're not going to lie, you eat that before lunch. Well, okay. If they come back and they ate it before lunch, then you know they need more food, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's what I had today, class. Today was no cooking, just an easy sandwich, lunch to go. Make this the night before, put it in the fridge. He can grab it on his way out. And we've got lots more planned for you all. What would you like to say in closing us out, Real Bravado?
I just appreciate you doing this because I think a lot of times we forget how far the little things can go. I know you hear the guys talk a lot about the meal. Fix me a meal, and everybody thinks it's about us being hungry. It's not about that. It's the showing of the love. It's the showing that you appreciate what we do for you.
Absolutely, y'all. We got one. Christy says, this is what I will start doing. And I'll fix it the night before so I can grab. Okay. Well, it's a start. Yes. So if you don't have a man, do this for yourself. Save yourself calories and save yourself money so that when you eat out, it's because you want to and not because you have to. This is an absolute joy for me. I'm glad that you all got something out of the Maggie hacks. Usually I struggle to come up with a real fancy recipe to be impressive, but this was so simple. Anybody can do it. Let's take care of our men that are out here working hard and making sure that we have what we need. Craig says, I can taste the love. I'm so excited. Y'all are laughing at my face. All right. So before we close out, did I miss any comments? Great job, Maggie. He will be so happy. Absolutely. Y'all love it. Y'all are loving
TNT.
this. Oh, wonderful. Ooh, Mona's putting in orders. I'll take papaya, mango, pineapple, strawberries, mandarin oranges, grapes.
All that.
She wants everything. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Tonight was simple. We will be back again every day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same time, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, with some type of meal for your working man on the go. Please check out the Real Bravado Network. Go support him. He is a huge supporter of my channel. Those of you all that have come over from Real Bravado, oh, thank you, 10 Plus. Those of you all that have come over, we had an absolute joy, and more is to come. Thank you, Jurgen.
And thank you for letting me take over your stream this week, Maggie. Appreciate it.
Are you kidding me? You can have it your way, Burger King. And ladies, he's not married, okay?
No.
So I don't know what else I have to see. Yes, I'm putting in the work, All
Putting in
right,
the
so
work.
let me say goodbye to TikTok. Thank you for being here. And Instagram, thank you so much for being here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Class is dismissed. All right, thank you all. And yes, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. You can find me on all social. All right, y'all enjoy the stream. Thank you so much. All right, Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you all tomorrow.